Welcome back to another Habs Nation video with the hockey coach guru, Coach Frenchy, Canadiens Center Depth. In the last 12 months, the Habs add two centers, Kirby Dach and Alex Newhook. They join Nick Suzuki, Christian Dvorak, Jake Evans, and Sean Monahan as natural centers that will be competing for those four coveted positions. Evans is ideal as a fourth-line center, and Suzuki's play over the last 3 seasons has proven that he has the top spot locked up. This leaves the middle 6 center positions up for grabs. On the second line, Dach, Monahan, and Newhook could battle it out. Dach has shown that he can play the wing on the top unit, and his style of play can elevate Suzuki and Caulfield's play to the next level. However, his size, reach, and ability to generate controlled zone exits on defense and controlled zone entries offensively make him an excellent choice to play at center. While he needs help to improve in the faceoff circle, having only won 38.3% of his faceoffs last season, he excels in every other aspect a coach would want from a top 6 center. This leaves one center position available, the third line. Canadiens' third center Monahan and Newhook might be seen as third-line centers in this lineup by some. However, Monahan's hip issues would mean that he would be better off health-wise taking faceoffs than shifting over to the wing as play begins. Newhook's offensive potential would mean he is likely to start the season in a top 6 role on the wing, even if he has a better faceoff rate than Dach. Being 5'10", he is undersized by NHL standards, especially at center. His strength is speed and his playmaking vision, which could make him an ideal winger in the Canadiens' offensive scheme, which relies heavily on that speed in transition to generate scoring chances. This leaves Dvorak. Canadiens need Dvorak. Dvorak is a serviceable middle 6 center best suited for a third-line role on a playoff team. The 27-year-old is entering the 5th year of a 6-year contract that expires in 2025 and pays him $4.45 million per season, with a modified no-trade clause, 8-team no-trade list. Dvorak suffered a season-ending knee injury in 2022-23, and while he is expected to be ready for the start of the 2023-24 season, there is always a possibility he will miss a segment of the training camp. Recently, there has been some trade talk surrounding Dvorak. On 32 Thoughts, the podcast, Elliot Friedman said, "We should mention with Montreal, Christian Dvorak, it would seem that there isn't a role for him there now they got so many centers, so I think that's another name worth keeping an eye on." On paper, that does seem to be true, but there are many reasons why that is not the case. Most were mentioned above, but there are other reasons. Dvorak is one of the veterans who head coach Martin St. Louis relies upon most, especially defensively. With Suzuki playing an average of over 21 minutes per game in all situations, Dvorak's role in alleviating Suzuki's defensive responsibilities will be essential in allowing the team captain to focus more on playing an offensive role. While Dvorak is not an essential piece for Montreal, especially in the long term, he does have the ability to help stabilize the roster and provide the depth support a young team needs. There is another reason why he should play that role: trade value. As of right now, his trade value may not be seen as very high. It's not the expectation that Dvorak changes addresses before the trade deadline. First, as mentioned, he is still injured. Second, neither Suzuki, Dach, nor Newhook are close to being above 50% in faceoffs over their young NHL careers. But with a return to health leading to a strong season up to the trade deadline, that can change dramatically. Offensively, Dvorak is at a career average of 0.49 points per game, and he does play a solid defensive game. He is also a quiet, businesslike type of personality, known more as a quiet type who fits well in any locker room. However, his biggest asset is his skill in the face-off circle, as he has a career 52.4% win rate, by far the best of anyone not named Monahan. A contending team that is looking for a center to win faceoffs, play a reliable two-way game, and bring a personality that will not change the overall dynamic in the locker room. Until then, the Canadiens can rely on a variety of centers, giving the coaching staff options that they can deploy based on the game situation, allowing them to be more adaptive and match up well with more teams. This option alone should lead to a large improvement in the team's overall play and a higher final standing in the 2023-24 season. With the issues Montreal has had in finding quality up the middle, The team's motto should read, "There are never too many centers." Vegas just won the cup with what many claimed were too many centers. Never can have too many centers. Thank you to watching another Habs Nation video. But before we leave, we invite you, don't forget to click on the like, subscribe to the channel, and finally let us a comment about this video. And remember, you have greatness inside of you, and we wishes you an amazing, great, and blessing day.